doing a witch. This witch was given to me by a special friend. It was actually for a Halloween tree topper. I took where it was out and I put styrofoam, a cone-shaped styrofoam in it so that it could hold its shape. Okay. Then I went into the body up here is soft, and I connected a couple of pipe cleaners. She has her broom in one hand and her spell book in the other, and her little overgown is it's sequin, guys. This is a stunning little witch. Anyway, that's what we're going to be doing tonight. So what I've got is a 14-inch frame, and tonight I wired it just a little bit different. I put on the inside, I put a pipe cleaner at every crossbar, and on the outside, I put a pipe cleaner and went around. Let me get that on the inside. I put a pipe cleaner on, went around, tied one, went around, tied one. Excuse me, ending up with 9 pipe cleaners on the outside. Hi, Bonita. And I ended up with 6 on the inside. And we're only going to use 1 roll of mesh tonight, and we're going to be using faux jute mesh. And this is the tricolor. It's black, orange, it's got the purple in the middle and some green on the outside. And we're just going to be doing a ruffle with it. 20 inches. I cut the mesh to 20 inches. The frame has 15 ties on it. I just folded the ends under, and then I'm going to come out here and put just a 20-inch ruffle in each one tonight. This still will make a nice full wreath. This mesh is really thick. I've been making Halloween all day today, guys. So I just thought I'd keep up the spirit this afternoon. Hi, Connie. Welcome. Yeah, that witch is adorable. You can see her little veins in her hands and little wrinkles in her face and a little crooked nose. I'm just buttoning those ruffles right up next to each other. And I'll continue to do these 20-inch ruffles all the way around the outside of the frame. Okay, spread them all out there. There, and get my pipe cleaner. This is what it looks like with the finished outside. This is a silver frame. I just grabbed one. They do have them out again this year, getting ready for just for the holidays. They have the silver and the gold ones out. We're going to go first one to the inside. I like to use the silver ones when I've got a mesh that's a little more transparent. This mesh isn't. It was just what I grabbed first. Let's go ahead and open these up. Brenda, Katy, Texas. Awesome. I was born and raised in Texas, outside of Fort Worth, Texas. But then after I grew up, got out of college the first time around, I moved to New Mexico. I lived in Carlsbad, New Mexico, up until the last about 5 years. And that's when I made the transition down here to Del Rio. Thank you, Susan. Hi, KP. Hi, Patty. But we'll have a really nice time that week. If y'all that aren't familiar with me, I have a page on YouTube. I do an edited version of all of my lives here on I do on Facebook. Plus I do other tutorials over there. So if you want to jump over there and check that out. And if you do, subscribe and ring that bell. I'm going to be starting doing lives over there once a week to start with. I will continue to do my lives here on Facebook. I just haven't figured out which day of the week and what time would be a good time to go over there. Where's everybody from? Is it East Coast, West Coast? Because normally I do my lives here, which I'm Central Daylight Time, Daylight Savings Time. Every day. Just trying to figure out a good time for everybody, which they'll always be over there. All of my videos are, and all of my videos stay here on East Coast, PA. That's right. So you're an hour ahead of me. I know KP is West Coast. Okay. Just making sure we've got all of these standing loud and proud. And there is our base, guys. Okay? Isn't it a gorgeous base? And that's with one roll of mesh, 20-inch Ruffles. Actually, you do have a little left over because we don't have the normal 18 ties, just 15 ties here. I could have cut the mesh a little bit longer. Hi, Ashley. So, there we go. Let's bring some ribbons out, guys. So tonight, I'm going to use this one that says Eek and it's bats, right? What better way than the witch with the bats? Let me show you my witch again. I think she is so precious. I love her. And I've just got this brushstroke ribbon that's got like a tinsel around the edges of it. I know, right? I know, the purple is right in the center. And then we're going to do the graveyard thing. And we're going to bring in some more purple, Patty. So that'll help. Okay? So we're going to alternate these. And as we alternate these, excuse me, I have some deco tubing. But this deco tubing, and I don't know if you can see it, it's real fuzzy. And I love it. It's got like the tinsel stuff mixed in with the deco tubing. So we're going to put some of that in each one. Yay, purple. I cut my ribbons tonight to 13 inches. Let me leave my little witchy poo out of the way. I hope someone brought a broom back. No. So I folded them in half. Hi, from Louisiana. I got this mesh here. I got it from a wholesaler, this, but Craft Outlet should have it. Spider leg tubing, yes ma'am. So I'm just going to twist this. I'm going to bring these out. I'm going to spread them out a little bit, not a whole lot. Okay. Then I'm just going to take the tubing and I'm just going to make a little backwards and forth. Okay, motion. And then I'm going to twist it a little bit. It just helps it stay down in there some. Then I'm going to just take a little craft stick and I'm just going to roll my pipe cleaner and curl it back in there. And I tell you, I love this tubing. Whoops. There we go. So now let's move on to the next one. And get that purple in there. Okay, take our tubing again. I don't measure. Sometimes I already have these made up and I measure them. I was running a little bit behind today. Like I said, I've been in here working and I just wanted to get some things done. So after I tie it in, I just twist it 2 or 3 times. Hi, Elga. Thank you. Then I'm just going to twist that over and just leave them in. That'll just give it a little extra something. See if we have enough left to make us one here. Sure do. A little twist. And we don't need that one sticking out there in the middle of nowhere. And pull our ribbons down. So we're just going to keep going around and around. If I had to guess, we're using about 25 inches of this, it's sort of like a garland tubing. We're nearly through going around the outside, using all these little spidey and bat ribbons and spider legs. Last ribbons for the outside. And I'll show you guys what it looks like with that much completed. God, I hear you. I'm wanting to work on Christmas. I love Christmas, guys. How many are you with me on that? Who all loves to do Christmas? Okay, that's all we've got going all the way around. And let me show you what that looks like with all of those gorgeous ribbons and that tubing, the spotty tubing. So now let's start on the inside. Good. I may have to call on you, Connie. Okay. Let's put us some, that piece isn't long enough. We've got another bag open over here. That's not fair. I'm going to do this just like I did on the inside. I'm going to take my crafting dowel and I'm just going to twist those over in the center. Gives it just a little bit more texture. I'm going to take these and I'm going to pull them out. like so. That's right. Ashley needs to start creating a lot of awesome Christmas signs, guys. Y'all get on her too. Just going right straight down in the center. I twist my tubing right in the middle of it. It helps keep it from unrolling while I can get it tied down in there, and it secures itself a little better. Pulling these apart. And then I just fluff these little spider legs, whatever you want to call them, this tubing up in the middle. Move on to the next one. Last piece of ribbons going in, guys. I love this orange ribbon. It's got like that really soft texture around the outside, a fuzzy texture. There we go. Okay. Last piece of tubing. Give it a twist. Lost a spider leg. Went hiding. Okay. So that's what we have on the top. Around the outsides. It's a nice full wreath. Get some of this debris out of our way. And I'll show you. We'll be putting Miss Witchy. I love this witch. Love her, love her, love her. Isn't she going to look gorgeous up there? She is going to look stunning. Okay, let's move her and the wreath over to the side. Let me grab a drink. And let's make a bow. Just trying to think. We're going to come in with all the ribbons we use. I've still got some of that one. Let me pull in one more. I'm going to pull in another purple. Thank you. Okay. So what I'm wanting is, let's come down here. Let's see. Let's give this in a few long tails tonight. Let's see what that is. That's going to be about 14 inches. If they're too long, we can cut them off. Thank you very much. Okay. Long tail. I'm going to come over here to the 6, twist. Come out here to the 6. I'm going to squish it down in there, scrunch it down in there, but this time I'm going to go to the top. Okay, so we're adding this color of purple. Isn't it gorgeous? I love that. This is the only glitter that'll be in this wreath. The rest of it's just gorgeous ribbon. Let's go ahead and let's pull in this graveyard green. It's got bats and spiders and bugs and spider webs and skeletons. Who would have thought it, right? So I'm going to do an 8-inch tail. I'm going to twist it, and this one's going to go up. Let me spread those out like that. We're going to do this one at a 6 also. Just crisscrossing it. If anyone's interested, I have a free bow tutorial, Desert Wreath Creations bow tutorial on Facebook. It's linked at the top of my business page. Okay, so now we have 2 short tails at the top and 2 long tails at the bottom. Okay. So now let's bring in this beautiful orange. I love this orange. Let me see if I got enough on this piece first. And that is going to be, let's see. Let's try it and see. This one needs to be about 5. Let's just do that right there. Take that piece of tape off of it. That way we don't waste ribbon. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I've got some purple spidey legs. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to bring this out to where it's pretty crazy looking. Whoops. Miss the hole, guys. And I'm going to bring it down here. Okay. We're just going to throw in a little something extra. I have this piece of ribbon left over, so y'all know what I like to do. Just remember, you know, you can do anything you want to do. It doesn't have to follow a book. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another short tail up there. And now I have just a short tail right here. There's no right or wrong in wreathing or bow making. Okay? Now I'm going to pull in this purple. And so we'll do about a 7. We're going to take a little short tail up there. I'm going to shorten this one just a little right here. Except I need to move it up there. This one right here. And let's pull it down on this side. See how you can still see all of the layers underneath this bow. Know how I had some of these left over? Hey, let's just put them in here. No right or wrong, right? And we'll trim them up. This is Halloween. Let's make it look spidey looking. Maybe we'll even bring these two down a little. I like these long ones sort of coming down. And I like those going up. Hi, Sally. Okay. So now, let's pull out this other color we had. Okay. Let's make this one come down long. Little shorty there. Shorty up there. Now let's put us a little shorty up here. And let's call that bow good. It's just a Mod Podge of the top, the loops, and the bottoms of all of the colors that we used in our bow. Okay. So now let's take, I've got 2. Uh-oh. I've got 2 pipe cleaners. I'm twisting them together to make one long continuous one. Spooky. Yes, it is, Carolyn. I love it. Okay. I'm going to scoot my stuff right there over to the side for right now. You know what? Let's just do some more. Let's make this just a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. Make it go our way. Right? I'm going to twist it. We can come in and, but instead of using, I'm going to use that pipe cleaner. But what I'm going to do tonight, guys, since I put a lot of extra stuff in it, And when I do that, in order for it to hold really good, I like to use a zip tie. So I'm just going up under all of my loops here. And I know I don't use zip ties very often, unless I'm making really big bows or bows with heads embellishments in them. Follow your dowel. Get on both sides of it. Thank you. Zip tie for the win. I'm just making it a little snug. Okay. I'm going to lift it out. I'm going to come here, and as you can see, there's an indentation, and that's where our dowels was. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate my pipe cleaner, my zip tie, around to the back, and as I'm rotating it, what it does, and I'm going to tighten it up a little bit. And then I'm just going to make sure I've got everything. I'm not pulling on these or tugging on them super hard because my zip tie is not down where it should be just yet. Okay, I want to make sure I got these spotty legs going to the front. This little short tail. Then I want to make sure that I've got all of these tails here going towards the top. Even my little, there it is, spider legs that I put in. Okay, and now that I've got it on the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run my pipe cleaner through it because this is what I'll need to attach it to the wreath. And then I'm just going to zip tie it really tight. Oh, hi, Kamala. Okay, so now everything's in place. I'm just going to take my hand, put them in those loops, guys. Show them who's boss. Move them around if you need to. If you don't like where they're at, move them around. Okay, so there is our spiffing bow. We'll cut the tails and all. Let's get this on here. Let's go ahead and put this bow on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the deal to the pipe cleaner off. To the zip tie. See, I've used pipe cleaner so much. When I use a zip tie, I don't know what to call it now. Okay. So let's put this bobacious bow right on this other side. Let me take my weaving needle. Pull it down in there. Come back up here. Get my other one. I like to position my bow, make sure I've got all of my loops and everything out from under it. Before I tie it down. Take your fingers, poof those loops. Okay, let's get our scissors and let's go ahead and make our ends of our tails real pretty. I cut mine all different sizes. Let that curl up and around, doesn't need to be. I thought we missed one. Here it is. Let's get it right quick. Let's grab this one. All I'm doing is fold it in half, going from the folded edge to the wired edge on the outside. I only use wired ribbon in all of my wreaths. That one needed a little something, something. And I know we've got a little short one. Okay, it was already dovetailed. Rock and roll. We got our little spotty legs hanging down and around. There's our other one. Missed one. Let me cut that one off. Just a tad. Okay. There's our pretty bow. Now let's broom Hilda. Really, this is the sweet and Dorothy, the Witch of the North. Isn't she the good witch? I'm going to take my weaving needle again, and I want her hair to be up and over its shoulder. I'm going to put these in together. This is not a real heavy. And like I said, this was given to me by a special friend to see what I could do with it. And I hope I made her proud. Tie anything you've got always tied in and tie it to your frame. It'll get heavy and start to sag. Now I'm going to go to the one in the behind her to make sure we get her in there really good. Here's my needle. Stand her on her head, basically. Thank you, Patty. I think she does too. I really do. And I don't think that you would actually need the foam I put in her to give her shape. But I like her to have, to not just lay there flat. I love the broom that she's got. And I love her spell book. Okay. Then what I would do, and I will do mainly after we get off the live, is I have a door. She's got like a little black veil. I want to bring all of this luscious, pretty colored white hair. Reminds me of myself. Pretty white hair. And I'll do all the ribbons. Love lots of details. Okay, guys. There is our gorgeous witch wreath for tonight.